Yo. 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 Can you guys see me? That was weird. Test, can you guys see me? It just crashed on my screen. MVP, what's up, buddy? A bot, what's up, man? How are we doing today? Alright, I think we were good. Looks like it's working now. Alright, dudes, we got a new promo. It's here for a little bit more than a week, which makes me think this is going to lead into potentially Team of the Year. Will we get Team of the Year a little bit early? Because when do we normally start getting it? Halfway through January? That'd take us basically right there. Look at the team now, boys. It is almost complete. We need the Luke 09 in the season pass. If we get the Luke 09 in the season pass, we're cooking. Bob, we got to get upgraded. Maenda. Abdul, we could. Look at this. I'm about to unsub if you don't give me coins. Go ahead and get unsubbed then, brother. You ain't getting coins from me. I can show you how to trade to make coins. Alright, where was it? Remember Caliber. So look at this. We have the option. I don't know whether it'd be a good thing to do this or not. Look at this. Where is he? We can take Abdul. His pace is going to be horrific. But he gets a center back version. We can add a center back to his arsenal. And slowly get his pace up in other areas. If we did that, hold on. Could we cook with an Evo real quick? Do we still have the flash? 19 hours left on these. I would have to get them done tonight. Where's our Abdul? Abdul Salis Sabed. That's it? That's all it goes up? Nah, that's crazy. Well, what's up, buddy? Same. You heard him, LOL. Why are suds so expensive? Yeah, why are suds expensive? Are people just hopping on the League SBC bandwagon now? Are they still going up? I saw they were 500 right before we started the stream. I got a club full of them. Yeah, why are these up? No! Alright, let's get started, boys. I have an 83 plus times 10 that we got done before new content. Can we get a promo card in this? No. We got a walkout, though. Is there a mass buying suds and will mass sell on January 20th? I think some guy posted some League SBC method on TikTok. Not as good as yours. I'm curious, people who grind League SBCs, what methods they use. Because, I mean, ours has its flaws, but the flaws is usually a time-related thing. Mass unfollow Vex? Already did, brother. That was the first thing I did. About to kiss a girl at midnight. Ran away from her so I could go unfollow. Had to get priorities straight. Alright, so we get daily... Oh, what's this? Combo upgrade. Earn a pack containing 4 rares. All 80 plus with one guaranteed to be 85 or higher. Should we do those? We still got daily golds for another 10 days. In winter, okay. I'm thinking Team of the Year starts in 10 days, boys. Mass and follow Mumbo. Hashtag bad trader. Yeah, man. I'm so bad we got the 10 mil before Team of the Year. That's tough. What'd you do to him, Mumbo? I don't know. I did something, I guess. He didn't give... Oh, yeah. That's what it was. He's begging for coins. He's in chat going like this. Please, sir, give me coins. Yeah, they'll probably do a week of a pre-Team of the Year thing. That would make sense. Just a heads up, my birthday's on Friday, January 31st. If Team of the Year is not done by then, I will be gone. I'll stream Friday because I'll have the day off of work. I'll take off. I'll stream, like, before new content if it's currently Team of the Year. And a little after, but then I'm gone the rest of Friday night. I'll be out of town on Saturday, and I'll be coming back Sunday. So it's not the end of the world. I can kind of, with Paletools, get ourselves to a point where anything that I'm grinding, we get ready to go for the streams beforehand and when I get back. Red light, green light on Black Ops 6 is too good. So did they do a crossover with Squid Games? What's going on? Also, too, I'm still on episode 1 of season 2 of Squid Game, so do not spoil season 2. I guess not spoiler, but is it a good season? Episode 1 felt a little slow, not gonna lie. I wasn't the biggest fan of the world of the first Squid Games in general, but... Albaline will spoil? What are your Jolly Ranchers things on COD? You collect them, and at a certain amount of Jolly Ranchers, you unwrap a present. Once you've unwrapped all the presents, there's a bonus weapon you get. But yeah, we're essentially ready for Team of the Year, boys. I don't know if you guys have been keeping track with, like, our SBC storage while we've been doing, like, every sort of gamble SBC. Look at this. This is just duplicate fodder right here. 2 canes. Almost all walkouts on 2 pages. And then if we actually go in the club and show off everything, we got the Cruyff. We packed Bellingham in our first Team of the Week pack. Look at all those 89s. 88s. Dude, we are cooking. Absolutely cooking. Have you sold everything? How much liquid do you want? I essentially have sold everything, and it got me to 10 mil. Which, by the way, if I would have waited a few more days for informs, I would have waited a few more days for shadows, we'd probably be closer to 15, 17 mil. Somewhere in that range. So, although I got out a little bit early to get to the 10 mil, we could have made more, but woulda, shoulda, coulda. I'm kind of done with trading as it is. So we'll see what happens. So my plan, for those of you not knowing kind of what I want to do for not just now as we get ready for Team of the Year, but kind of the rest of the game, I really want to see how hard I can push League SBCs, just ripping as many as I can on a daily basis. We'll probably do on Paletools at least 10 runs today. I think I have enough to do 15-ish. How much you sold informs for? 12 to 15K. And I believe they were sellable the past day or so for 17 to 20, right? Yeah, actually listen to Jake be on 50 mil, but I feel ya. You want to have your own methods? It's not even that I want to have my own methods. It's just I do such a bad job at following along in those servers. Like, I get knowledge from them. I understand the concepts. But then once League SBCs come out, I'm just in such my own world, it's impossible for me to keep up or even have stuff unassigned or on my transfer list or even in my club. I just resort to the basics then. I sold most of my informs for, I believe, 13 to 15K. Which most of them we picked up for 10K. So it was good investment to get us to the 10 mil. But I knew if we waited longer, it would have paid off more. I'm with Abu. Give me coins. You're a fraud. Alright, let's get the dailies done. And then after we do the dailies, let's do some content. We're going to do as many of the things as we can that are out for us. Which one do you think is the best out of the gamble SBCs currently? Also, too, if you're using our kind of filter with Paletools for League SBCs, it might actually be beneficial to use 64 rated libs and suds. That might become an even better idea. Zach, what's up, buddy? Hero pick? Okay, we'll start with the hero pick then. Also, too, how have you guys been enjoying the, or maybe you did enjoy them. I don't know. I have such a bad thermometer for when it comes to YouTube shorts in terms of what's a good YouTube short, what's a bad, what people enjoy watching. We've posted at least one YouTube short every single day for the past few days now. And it's mainly been either pack pulls of things we're doing or the gamble stuff. So we're going to keep doing that for the foreseeable future. The way I'm kind of doing it is building out kind of bulk within a day or two. So if there's menu content that we can make like 5 hero picks mixed with campaign picks, we'll do those and spread them throughout the week. So you're telling me I've stopped by after like 2 weeks and this little life is still doing this? Oh, brother, it's been now almost 3 months. Yeah, it's not going anywhere. We're on sub-only mode to help slow it a little bit. And some other things, but sadly, YouTube doesn't have an IP ban. Who's the troll MVP? What is Box Ryx? Botrix? I believe that's like a nightbot for some sort of program for Streamlabs. I don't know exactly what it does. Oh, I have it enabled so that I can read both the chats, both Twitch and YouTube, when we dual stream. Alright, what do we got? Rotherham, man. What a club. What a club. Oh, you know what? We could probably finish the English thing too. Did I open the Holland guarantee? What is the Holland guarantee? Because I guarantee you when I open it, it's not going to be Holland, even if everyone else gets it. Well, I've patched it right before I've done it. At least the gold libs are down quite a bit. Yeah, just use more gold libs. That's the thing with the prices of silvers. If they're down heavy, you use them heavy. If they're up a lot, you just do more golds. It ends up evening itself out. The only annoying thing is putting in the Paletools filter. Wonder what that guy's watching. I just don't understand why they're so consistent at being here. Why? Hear me out. Maybe they want to transition to this sort of content. I feel like it'd be perfect for the chat. They're dedicated at being here and trolling. Hear me out. Have the 3 dudes who are running it all pick an account for them to use and just become the biggest trolls in chat, roasting me, roasting the mods, roasting everyone else in chat, and having a good time that way. I don't get it. Dude, I need to see the ban list, man. It's gonna be crazy. Hey, we put it on sub-only mode, so at least they have to subscribe on their new accounts, which should slow down the process a little bit. It's not even a good, yeah, it's not even a good troll, because all they do is they copy the user in chat. The profile pic is changed a little bit, the name's the same, and they try to be the other person in chat. And then they make the most obvious comment, which gets them banned. What do you guys think about this promo? The high-end cards look decent. But, like, overall... is meh. Yeah. Like, it's something. Like, it's a cool card design. It's a cool idea. But outside of, like, evos and cosmetics that way, I don't know how many people are going to really make improvements. James, though? I must have missed that one. Alright, what else can we chuck in? Generally, if he's above the age of 13, it's concerning. It has to be above the age of 13. It has to be, in my opinion, 15 to 18 years old. If it's anything over the age of 18, it's extremely sad. If it's under the age of 18, it's understandable, but the biggest waste of time in the world. Yeah, it's just channel activity. I guess it keeps chat flowing. Constant engagement. I don't mind it. Like, I don't know if they're trying to get me to the point of, to, like, break or something. But I don't know what I'm breaking over. It's the most obvious comment they'll put in chat. They get banned, and then they have to do it all over again in the next 5 minutes. Alright, what else can we chuck in? I think this is the last one, right? And then we'll do the, I guess we can start with the hero. So I'm going to save the duplicate 90s. I think it makes more sense saving as many of those as possible, rather than using whatever's in our duplicates to try to get stuff done now. Like the 87s and all that, I'll chuck that in. No problem, but I think we should try to save the 90s, the Hurricanes. Alright, Liga F. That was a good content farm, though. Imagine MumboElite crashes out at viewer. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like if I would have snapped, I would have snapped by now. Oh, we did have one more. But, like, genuine question. What am I supposed to snap at? Like, I don't know how this concludes. Either they make standard accounts and chill on those accounts and hang out in chat, or they completely disappear and never come back, or they keep doing this and we keep banning them. As you notice, I really don't even read it anymore. The mods just delete it, so by the time they type a message, the account's gone. So, Team of the Year is going to be great for that, by the way. I can't wait for them to not pack a single Team of the Year themselves and just waste all their time. Which, by the way, what do you guys have as goals for Team of the Year? I'm keeping it low. I just want one. Obviously, if we can get more than that, sweet. But I'm going to hit league specifics harder than ever. I think if they break it up by position, like they normally do, I'm going to start grinding league specifics with league SBCs, with their coins, with everything. Not during the full team of the year, but right away. We're going to hit everything right away. So we're going to take advantage of all the time that team of the years are out. Alright, this one's good. Are silvers over 200 coins, or are they still below 200? I might just get to the point for these dailies, since we kind of run out of silvers a little bit. I might just keep the, yeah, I just might keep silvers, man, instead of quick selling them. So we have them in our club. One is an investment, in case they ever go back up in price. But two, just to have them around. So we'll start with untradeable and SBC storage. Oh, this is where they all are. Yeah, the market this year is just insanely horrific, is the best way I can put it. It's like everything's killed itself. You spent like 70K on League SBC fodder. So for us to break even, I need to make 30,000 coins off of the... How many runs do we have left? I think I said 11 to 15. Everything's pure profit, which is wild to me. And then even with these up prices, we'll see if we have to do more golds or change the filter, but I don't see a world where we don't crack over 10.3 mil again. If not, push towards 10.5. Haven't played FC since Black Ops 6, but I'll be back for Team of the Year. I've slowed down on playing Black Ops 6 recently. Not because I don't like the game any less. I feel like I've just genuinely enjoyed the menu grind. Good New Year's? Yep. Kept it chill. I celebrated more on New Year's Day. Went over to a mate's house and watched some American football games. Watched Sunderland win. Oh my gosh, that was amazing. Alright, so we said hero first, right? We want to do the hero. Alright, I'll check all this in. This is an 85 raid squad. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, we got anything that you would need, we have. Alright, that works. Dude, I'm so close to finishing the zombies camos, and then I just stopped playing. Yeah, so I'll just start chucking everything in the club for right now. So coins won't look exact, but it is what it is. Alright. Team of the week situation. What do we have here? I might have to start doing the actual team of the weeks. If I don't get more. Which I really don't want to do. Alright, that's good there. We'll do a few 85s. Some 84s. Should be Gucci. They should save Ahmad. I mean, there's always the opportunity for him to come back. We would never turn it down, but realistically, Ahmad's not going back to the championship as much as I'd want him to. But yeah, United's doing horrifically. All right, you guys ready for this? What do you think we're going to get? He's got a big move coming soon. United was supposed to be the big thing, but he was supposed to get back in their system and become the star player, and he has. But everyone else has just been dog water. All right, here we go. Y'all ready for this? All right, dudes, we got an 86+ hero player pick. Let me know what you got in yours. Come on, EA. Anyone but the Newcastle fraud. Come on. Okay, Asherano. Not bad. Tevez, okay. We'll take that. I don't think he gets in over and Poppin. I don't think he gets in over our 93 Cruyff, but that's not bad, man. All right, fodder-wise, I think we take Poppin and put him in our storage, right? We're not going to get use out of him. We're not going to use Tevez. I'm throwing Poppin in the duplicates. Are you doing any Paletools SBCs today? Yep, we're getting these done first, and then we're hopping to Paletools. 89 exchange in a month. MVP, this is probably the troll account, so I'm not even really going to engage much in this, but let's hope so. Let's see. All right, let's, should we run that right back? Let's run it right back. Why not? He's the legit one? All right, sweet. Where did you see that? Was that confirmed somewhere? So I shouldn't feel bad using a bunch of 85s. Because I feel like we're going to get so many 84s and 85s constantly in our dupes if we don't start using them now. So I say we start flooding. No, I'm saying Poppin could be used. Yeah, you're saying could be used in the 89 exchange in a month. Where have you seen that we're getting an 89 exchange in a month? Or is that just wishful thinking? Alright, that still works. We'll take that. Alright, we'll head right into the second one. Put the team of the week. Wishful. Gotcha. 83. So if we do all 84s, that still works with an 83, right? Dude, it's crazy how much fodder we have. Should we get rid of Mendy? There we go. All right. Go to record it again. Oh, turn the music off. All right, dudes, we got an 86+ hero player pick. Let me know what you got in yours. Let's get it. Come on. Smelling a big W. Not gonna lie, I did not even know this card existed, but it looks pretty good. Kepler. Ramirez. He's 86. But the card looks cracked. But it's 2025. Fodder, I guess. Take the first one? Yeah, I think it's the obvious choice. Ray, that beard's pretty clean. I just shaved it down. You should have seen how large it was before. We grew it out for a month. And now it's back down to like a week size with the shave. Alright, can we do this one now? 85 and an 84. We could clear some 83s. Do we need a team of the week? We need one. It's clean? Thank you. Makes you not look like an egg anymore. Now fix the hairline? We might have a sponsorship from Turkey sometime in the future. We're working on the details. Just go bald at the point? Because I got a beard now? It's time to learn Turkish. Bet. Feel like you'd look good bald? We can actually run an experiment. When my grandma had cancer, MumboElite F cancer. When my grandma had cancer, I shaved my head. The lighting's horrible. But this was 260 pounds. So 40 pounds more than I am right now. Without facial hair. Does it give a different angle? I don't think it shows the side of my head. Yeah, if I had no facial hair as bald, I don't like the look of it. If I had facial hair, it'd make it better, but I don't know. Think your hairline's fine? It's not a good hairline, but like I've had it since like I was 17. Like if you go back and watch videos from end of high school throughout college to now, I don't think my hairline's really changed. It's always been a bad hairline. Dude, low-key kind of looks like Shelby, not gonna lie. That's a good point. You should see Kurt's. But also, too, honestly, I don't know about you guys. Like, I know it's a meme with hairlines that people talk about, but I truly don't care. Like, it does not affect me one way or another. I don't get insecure. I feel like that's the big battle for people. I feel like it's more of an insecurity rather than anything else. 18 losing hair is crazy. Dude, my dad's been bald for the longest time. I had, I think what they call a maturing hairline. Where it's like you start getting the hairline earlier, but it stays. I don't know, though. Yo, Mumbo, what's your max bid for silver libs and golds? Price always changes. I was bidding 150 and buy now in for 200 silver suds the other day. Now their price is higher, so for me to even that out, I would just look to get more of the 1 second, sorry. I would look to get more of the golds. Then use silvers. Or get the golds and use bronzes. 64 rateds. I mean, maybe it's just insecurity, but if I'm balding in my 20s, I might as well just own it. What is the common age for people to start balding? I feel like 20s is pretty damn common. Rosemary oil might help. I'm sure oils could help in some ways, but I'd say 30 plus. Maybe where you live it's different. I feel like in the United States it's probably a lot more common earlier. Alright, we got this. Let's do this. What's the best thing we can get in a campaign mix? It's easily over 30. Well, what are we talking about when you say balding? Early stages? Mbappe you can get? Ooh, could we get an Mbappe? Let's see. Average age men start balding. Late 20s, early 30s. Yeah. Genetics, puberty, external factors. Middle Eastern, so them hair genes are pretty strong. And yeah, facial ones too, holy. Alright, let's get it. Mbappe incoming. Alright, dudes, we got an 86 plus campaign mixed player pick. Let me know the best thing you got in yours. We're getting Mbappe right now. Come on. First one. Guerrero. Oh, dude. Give us a high rating at least. That's an L. Does anyone keep some of these cards the Evo? Like, I guess if you're an Arsenal fan, you'd take this and Evo it to like an 88, 89 for something, but I really don't care. I'm just going to take some of them. Alright, 3 things. We could do these, but we'll do that with after League SBCs. Let's clear some of our duplicates. Otherwise, we're going to run into a huge problem. Let's do low to high here. What do we need? Is it 2 rares? 4 rares? 4 rares? Nah, they're taxing, man. Why do we need 4? Liverpool United Sunday? Yeah, I'll be able to watch it because I have church early in the morning. Then I'm doing the kids ministry right after. What time does the game start? In accordance to new content, is it an hour and a half before new content? If so, I will miss part of the first half, but I'll be able to watch the rest of the first half. The second half as I'm getting groceries, and then it should be time for the Packers game. Liverpool should easily win. Liverpool should make the 7-0 or whatever it was the other season look even more achievable. But watch them have United win. That'd be wild. So, yeah, hour and a half before. I have a bad habit of losing / drawing to smaller teams, though. I didn't realize how many bronze dupes I had. I feel like I should get rid of all my tradable bronzes at this point. Because all I do is get untradeable versions of them since we have essentially one of everything. Like, we don't need the coins anymore. So just having them there, I feel like is creating more of a problem than it's helping. Keep the League SBC ones, but everything else I think we send. Which, honestly, I don't know how many, maybe a few hundred. Quick selling, that's not really going to give us too many coins. I don't want to list them. I just might put them all into upgrades. Score predictions, though. What do you guys think the score is going to be on Sunday? A light 4-0. (3-1) Liverpool. All these getting sent. We'll put the rest in later. We'll just do enough to finish this one. Okay, let us do... we're going to have a crap ton of League SBCs that we're doing on Paletools. Before we get to Paletools, I'm going to do the first lib and stud right now. Because what I want to do is clear my untradeable golds. Look at all the ones we have. So is there a way I could... Obviously, this is overkill. If we did that. I feel like starting to put some of these in would make sense. Players from the same club. Who do we have more from? There we go. Need another rare. We'll go to Sud. Look how many golds we have from the Sud too. Alright, we can use like Viveros. Does that work? Nope, we need one more. There we go. Alright. Now we don't have the rating either. Now we do. Alright, so we'll just complete that one on here for now. We'll do Paletools for the rest, but I just wanted to free up some space. Okay, anything else we need to do on here? Combo, World Tour England. Ooh. We should try to finish this up, or at least part of it. England players minimum of 2. 84 overall. gold, untradeable. Say 2 England. I can't put Pickford in. Okay, that works. We'll take that for jumbo gold. We got Bradley anyway. Sunderland or Swansea player? That's, say West Brom. Watford. Perfect. Then how does this work? Do we just do low-end golds and bronzes? Solid Ballon d'Or, though? Is Salah's leaving, right? Or is that a parody thing I saw today? All right, we need the Women's Premier League. Let's do that. Boom. All right. Galacticos didn't make sense together either. Sheffield Wednesday or Stoke. QPR, Sheffield United. How do you even let your best 3 players have a contract expiring in 6 months? It's unheard of. I mean, yes and no. I feel like when you have star players, I think it's safe to call them star players. I don't think that's going to get any people upset. I feel like we live in an era where the wages players get are insanely high. And because of that, you're willing to have the contract go closer to expiring because you want to keep them at the club, where if you look at their wages versus how much a team would buy them for, realistically, what you have to ask yourself is a player like Salah, for example, they've probably tried to enter negotiations well before then and just haven't come to terms or said we'll try again later. They probably knew they wouldn't be able to retain him. So you're eventually going to have to let him go. Now, obviously you would like to sell so you can get money for it. But I guess the question is, what's the trade-off? If you get him for another, let's say, 2 seasons, you kind of know he's not going to re-sign, but you also don't sell now. What's the value of that player for 2 seasons if you have a chance to win the Premier League versus selling him prematurely? You get the money. Maybe you reinvest that money. But you don't have that star player. then you also have wages too. So if they upped his wages, you now have a bunch of wages that would be free that any player that you do sign, you now can use on that. So it's not... Obviously, you want to get money for a sale of a player, but it's not the worst thing in the world if you don't get a sale. If you can keep them for those extra year or so. Holy app. I love how I've been doing the SBC while talking about it. I probably gave the most chat GBT answer in the world. No proper insight. Yeah, they're the best players in the world in the position, I would agree. But, like, here's the thing, too. If they are the best players in the world, realistically, they probably have more leverage than the club does. So, for them, they probably want to leave on a free. And if you have a chance to go, if you're trending, you have a chance to go to Real Madrid, right? How does Real Madrid like to get players? On a free. And they make up by giving them insane wages. So, that would make sense. It is probably in their best interest to go on a free. Because I don't think he would go to Real Madrid if it wasn't. Scotty, what's up, bud? Best way to save packs for Team of the Year? Depends on what your goal is. League SBCs are going to be really useful, especially if you start using Paletools to save up stuff. But honestly, in my opinion, if you can focus on getting liquid coins, we got the 10 million liquid. I think this year the move is liquid coins into league-specific packs when they come out. I think that's going to be the best case scenario for your chance to get a Team of the Year, rather than saving like mediocre packs. You know what I mean? So, like, I guess I'd reword how you're asking the question. Instead of asking, what's the best way to save packs for Team of the Year? I would ask two different questions. I'd ask, what packs are worth saving for Team of the Year? And then, how should I prepare for Team of the Year? And the way I would answer both of those is I would play gameplay objectives, start getting a lot of those, like, 85 plus times 10s, those mode mastery things by doing squad battles and other things throughout the week. Find ways to, like, maximize those sort of things. Objectives throughout the week. Look at those tabs. See if you get fodder from that too. Bunch of stuff just by playing the game a little bit. I'm not saying grind foot champs like crazy. I'm not saying kill yourself over gameplay. But if you can do little things over time, that's going to add a ton. But then liquid coins, man. I think liquid coins is the way to go. And if you look at our League SBC video, I think Silver Sun and Silver Lib sniping and bidding will be really good right now to make coins, because they're all increased in price. Scotty, are you planning to continue making YouTube shorts for the characters? Like, do you have them, not scheduled out, but do you have a bunch left to paint and you'll just continue painting them and then make them? Or what's your plan with that? Liverpool's a main. Shut up, Scotty. You don't have a team. Yeah, no, Scotty's a Sunderland fan. Scotty's my best friend in chat. He doesn't watch the beautiful sport. You grind the League SBCs? Yeah, so, Aaron, how many coins do you have, bud? What some people might consider doing, and I might be one of said people, is I might start saving the prime gold at the end of League SBCs and have it cost maybe a little bit more to do the League SBC, or I get a little less back. But if we still have, like, the daily gold upgrades for the foreseeable future, especially since we have them for the next 10 days at least, if I can save maybe, like, 5 runs a day, save that final pack, and then we open the rest, do that daily for the next 10 days, boom, there you go. You got yourself 50 prime golds without really doing too much. Yeah, I bought the rotating spinning thing so it can be more realistic looking as the miniatures get showed off. Okay. Because I was spinning it myself and made it look laggy, which it wasn't, so hopefully the spin thing helps. You also could, too. You probably have a backlog of pieces you've already painted. If you wanted to go through, like if you have a certain, let's say, game you're wanting to promote, like if you're showing off a game you already have, or you know that you have a new game coming that you want to do, if you kind of schedule that video of, hey, I'm going to upload this video, and then here's me day by day, piece by piece, you're giving a recommendation of, oh, that's a cool piece that I'm showing off in this YouTube short. That YouTube short will send people to your channel to see other content, whether that's other YouTube shorts or your long-term video. You'll have probably a bunch of people who didn't get recommended your original long-term video of the board game, but now we'll see it through your paintings of the shorts. Can you play Rush? I can. Will I? No. I would rather watch paint dry. Fox, what's up, buddy? You got like 3 mil? Yeah, I would say that then, man. If you want to aim for like, if you're doing more than 5 League SBC runs a day with Paletools, you can probably get at least 20 a day easily with our buyout method. If you save 5 of the impacts daily for the next 10 days, I think you're in good shape. All right, what else was I doing? I mean, we're talking about Paletools. Should we go to Paletools? Let's do it. All right, we're going to flip this real quick. Give me a second. Last time we had the chat on the left side of the screen. I'm going to put it on the right side now. So we're going to do that. We're going to do that. Got 3 new games coming this month. So lots of content coming. Heck yeah. Yo, everyone, drop a follow if you guys like board games. To my buddy Scotty. He just started making videos for that. Scooter's Game Vault is the channel right there. Alright. Can you guys see this? Could you put yes in chat if Paletools is popping up? Okay, we got 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we should have 10 runs we're able to do. Sweet. Alright, let's get started. It's going to start overkill again. So if the rating's too high, use your bench players. Same with rares. If you have too many rares, if you can, use less. Like, we only need 4. I have 5 in. If I can move 1 around, that's going to pay off so much in the long run. All right, 75 there. That works. Cam. CDM. Boom. Look how fast this is, man. Beautiful. All right, we're going to start back with Willem. We'll work our way up again. Let's see, 69. Do we have enough rares? Oh, we're low on rares. Left wing, right back. Goalkeeper. Goalie. Oh, there's Eredivisie goalie. All right, first run done. Let's see what we get. Already, duplicate 88 walkout. Cannot complain with League SBC fodder, boys. I don't know what you guys have been getting. Some of you complain that you get no walkouts after like 10 runs. No joke, I feel like I'm averaging a walkout a run. This is wild, man. Also, too, if you want to set a filter for the 88 doubles, I would recommend this in 2 ways. So I would go to edit SBC template. You need 7 golds. 4 of them have to be rares. I would do first SBC storage. If you want to do maybe 75 rated to 82, you can kind of keep it whatever you want. If you wanted to do those for the gold rares and the gold commons, I'd focus on those first. So if you're close to 100, it clears that up. Ignore positions, ignore positions. But then after that, if you're going to do gold rares, I guess you really don't need a 75 at the bottom. I would do not important leagues if you're pulling from your club. All right, let a high, 85, 3 count. Or positions, not important leagues only. Cool comments. Who's seen Doak this year? Apparently, 2 Premier League clubs want him on loan at Borough. I haven't seen anything about that. All right, save that, back out. So if we go back in, I don't know what our duplicate pile looks like, or our storage pile looks like right now, but yeah, we can consistently make these. So if you're struggling to get all these made in a day, this is going to be a much easier way to do it. Are the... Wait, hold on. SBC storage. Rip. I was sending from the club. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is it pulling? No shot, those are all... Okay, now I'm scared that I'm actually pulling from the club. I might have to take that off. Are these any good, though? 84. Palace bid 15 mil. Liverpool want 30. Dang. What position is Crystal Palace in the Prem right now? Another walkout. Beautiful. And again, you guys can do the jumbo gold differently. For the tradable packs, if you want to quick sell some stuff, store some stuff, you can. For the sake of just speeding things up, I'm just going to store everything. That way we don't have to consistently deal with it. They're near the bottom. All right, we're back. Back in. Okay, so it didn't take too much, it looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that works. Doak 19, so don't make sense. He's right wing. Position or viewpoints? That works. All right, so regardless of their prices right now, regardless of the price of the silvers, I bought these when they were cheap, so I'm going to keep them in use. Edit SBC template, Willem, we move up to Sparta now. Go back in. Don't have a second rare. Why don't we have a second rare, EA? There we go. Perfect. Another League SBC run done. 2 in less than 5 minutes. And we've gotten, what, 2 walkouts so far? From the packs we've opened on Paletools? Another walkout, if you consider an 85 informal walkout. I'm kidding. I thought he was Team of the Week. Or was that last week? General Gold. Right, transfer list. Put the golds back in our club. We got Akuda, Ledesma, and Moreno. Keep it cooking there. CDM, Cam. Striker. 81. Holy. That's high. Why is that so high? Goalkeeper, right back, CDM. Okay, that works. Two, goalkeeper, left back, right back. We're cooking, boys. We're flying by. Heravine now. Dude, where are all the rares? Sunderland will take Nunez. We'll take him off your hands. Prime Gold Suarez. This is my 3rd run in the past 7 minutes. These are my first runs of the day. Ledesma. Moreno. Alright, so now we're too low rated. Let's do Prem. 83s. In total, this is our 3rd League SBC run we've done today in total, yes. I plan to do 15. CDM, that works. Boom. Okay, we're gonna have to maybe tweak this filter because it's gonna keep sending us too many rares. Right back, center back. Goalkeeper. There we go. Oh! I've done 85 runs. But I've just started using Paletools, so now it will probably by the time of expiring be at 300 plus. All right, Heravine, we'll move up from there. Yeah, sorry, I didn't think you were asking for like total number of gone through. I wonder what it was the last time before it went away. Guess we'll never know. Okay, that's not giving me chem. Come on. Oh, I don't have enough players from the same club. Where'd he go? Eredivisie. What's your best pull from League SBCs, bud? There he is. That was really weird. Didn't complete that either. That's complete. All right, small rare. Another inform. Beautiful. Small prime. 2 more 84s. Let's go. Another 83. Prime Electrum cooking. Jumbo gold. Not as much. All right, Kunizin, Ledesma. Hey, the kid sold. Kind of surprised that went. All right, so now La Liga's going to start pushing all their low-end silver rares. So now I should be pushing Prem. Higher end. Those are all tradable. These are the untradables. If I start doing '82s and '83s. Ideally, that'd be perfect. Does that work? Yeah. We just need chem. Goalkeeper. Striker. Perfect. Done there. Again, we'll probably have to tweak this filter. But it looks like if they keep shoving us some silvers, we should be good. Striker, right wing. Striker who can play center back. Oh no. The CDM. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I think we need to reload on Suds. Might be out. I did not see that coming. Six. Need 2 rares. Try, how's it going, buddy? Icons, George Best, Xavi, Prince, Moore, Globe Chargers, Odegaard. You got those icons specifically from League SBC packs? Or grinding to get fodder from League SBCs and then putting those into icon things. Trey, how are you doing, bud? Still no exchanges, so I'm sad? Yeah, man. Yes, packs. Dang. It's insane, dude. You'll get one? I already have earlier in the year. Wasn't good, though. Yeah, we'll get some eventually. The goal is to get a Team of the Year from one. That'd be sick. Not gonna lie, though, I'm enjoying being able to just do League SBCs and not having to trade. Dude, it is... The club stock, obviously, you have to do eventually. And there's still somewhat of a daily limit for, like, the golds and the other stuff if you really want to keep going. Otherwise, just even storing your tradables so you can use those again. Or if you notice you're short in one league, start filling it there. You get those coins back inevitably anyways. So it truly is beautiful just to have it continuously go. And, like, even with how fast you can do it with Paletools, doesn't even mean you have to take it that fast. If you just want to do still like 5, 10 a day through this, and then get off and go play COD or go play, what do the kids play today? Marvel Heroes? Kodam, another inform. Feels so cheap that I just buy most of it. Yeah, I mean, we're break even at 10,275,000. I have probably at least 100K worth of stuff in our club that we haven't even used yet. So theoretically, kind of like last year with buying walkouts to put into the exchanges and then grind through repeatables into the Team of the Week player picks. If I just right now, before we get exchanges, put coins into fodder for League SBCs or the cards needed for League SBCs, rinse 20 plus a day. Like if I got to 100 plus runs today of League SBCs completed total, so 13 more, I bet I'd be way more coins than we started with. Let us, real quick. Did we do all the upgrades? Oh no, we didn't save it. Okay, we're going to take off the first sets. I truly don't believe storages are being used. Whoa, what did I do? I didn't put a 4 on. That would do it. Now I messed it up again. 4, ignore positions. There we go. My opinion, it's mental. It's only 22K and 13K for League One. Live and said, yep. And honestly, it's not even 13K. You can get it done for way cheaper than that, plus the untradables or tradable stuff you'll get back too. So, yeah, it's wild. Should I save for Team of the Year? I might just save upgrade packs. Objective type stuff would probably be the way to go. Prime gold from League SBCs if you did want to save something from League SBCs. But ultimately, I think liquid coins into league specifics or exchanges if we get them is the way to go this year. So I'm focusing more of my attention on that just by keeping the liquid coins. Hey, we got one! Balerdi and Marquinhos. Double walkout. Let's go. Sick, man. All right, we're going to go back on here just for a little bit. I want to fill my club of stuff first. I was thinking small rare gold for League SBCs because prime gold pack I get back. Oh yeah, true. You get commons back, which would help you build more League SBCs now. But remember too, there's league specific rares and the commons. So you'll have the pack for 11 gold commons that will make you a... Is it normally a 3-player league specific pack? 1 rare, 2 commons. And then the other one is 11 rares you put in. You get like a prime gold players pack worth of league specifics pack. Something like that. I don't know what they'll make it this year. They could honestly make it whatever they wanted and change it up. But yeah, I'm hoping I would get my gold commons from exchange packs. Which makes me really want exchanges. Yeah, you can easily make 50 of each. Yeah, you should have no problem getting that done. Do we get anything for finishing the 80 plus doubles daily? Is there any bonus to that or no? I was doing the 83 times 10. Using all my duplicate first and then using the ones in our club and then building out the gamble SBCs daily. So I did today off of what we had. All the hero picks and the campaign picks. Now I'll build it back up for tomorrow's stuff. Just keep doing that over and over. We have the combo upgrades. I kind of want to try these. Put some of our fodder in there. I don't feel like it's going to be good, though. Should we test it out? Do all 3 right now? I'm going to check objectives real quick. See if I have anything there. I swore I got XP for some. Oh, it was FC season. We're so close. I need how much more? Less than 5,000 XP. The Luco 9 is ours. Oh, goody. The worst player picks in the game. I get to get 5 crap cards out of these 10. What a blessing. They could make this unlimited repeatable and it still would not be worth it. I swear. Like, realistically, the luck compounds. As you get a crap card, you can't get it again. You get more and more stuff. You lucky fuckers beat us? Yeah. 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 This is the Sunderland thing. Winning football matches. The usual. Just so happened to be against the better Sheffield this time. Ugh. Is Sheffield United looking to strengthen in the winter window? I get pissed off every time I see Burnley tweet. Because it seems like Burnley has made like 5 signings already. And they do a stupid video every single time they get one. We just got bought out, so I really hope so. Dude, why am I glitched? Why was this so game-breaking, EA, that I have to stare at it for how ridiculously bad it was? Hello? There was a... If I have to reselect those, I'm going to lose my mind. Lose my mind. If it makes me open them up again, it's going to be even worse. Where'd they go? I was able to... Oh! Excuse me? Excuse me? You let me open a pack and then you bring it back? Oh, gosh, man. Yeah, your game is so stupid. So dumb. Now I got all the bronzes in here that I didn't want, but I only opened because I thought I was unassigned. Beautiful, man. All right. Let's see. Can I do any of those combos? I want to see if we can get something in them. What do we need? An 85 and then an 84 rating. Yeah, I mean, you ought to make... Any Prem team that had the money coming down in the championship should realistically make signings, but I feel like your guys' team is relatively strong. You probably have one of the best defenses in the league. Maybe excommunicate Brewster. That'd be the only thing I would consider. Don't even get rid of him in terms of a transfer. Just have him depart England altogether. Alright, so we do have an 85 or higher. Perfect. Worth saving these for Team of the Year? I mean, ultimately it's going to come down to this. And I feel like it's the obvious thing, but it has to be said. We all have this habit of, if something looks somewhat tempting because it has an 85 plus or something like an 85 plus times 10, that we should save it. There's a good chance we'll get something good out of it. Pack weight is already bad. It's going to be horrific during Team of the Year. That's my honest take. I feel like none of these are worth saving. I feel like if you save all of them, it'll give you nothing but fodder to put into exchanges or complete icons. So there's still a purpose to it, right? Any packs you save during Team of the Year help you ultimately craft anything you want in the menus. But like specifically for a Team of the Year, I do not think you'll get a Team of the Year from this pack. But it would be a nice thing to save to build out other SBCs. All right, let's record this real quick, just in case we get something. All right, dudes, we got an 85 plus combo. I had some people tell me these are completely broken, so we're going to try it. We're going to rate it 1 to 10. See how good it is. Come on. Walkout, okay. Goalie, we got a summer. W. No other walkout, though. DJ Rude! Happy New Year's to you too, buddy. How you been, man? How's the family going? How's the family going? How's the family doing, my dude? Jeez. Nah, get your dirty hands off of Diaz. He's going to Sunderland, mate. Nah, he would fit our 4-4-2 system that we implemented against you guys so well. Keep your dirty Sheffield hands off of him, all right? Realistically, he makes sense going to you guys because Sheffield United's probably going up, potentially automatic, and he already fits decent at the Prem for the lower teams. Yeah, he fit. Oh, I love how good the top of the championship is, and that quality of the top of the championship becomes horrific in the Prem. It just shows how different the leagues are at this point. No point for me saving for Team of the Year as I run an Everton past and present. I mean, just because you run a squad, I run a Sunderland past and present, doesn't mean you can't have pack pulls, right? Cruyff, 93 rated, when he was a child, graced Sunderland's academy, threw an airplane in the sky, saw it, looked down and said, you know what? I want to play for Sunderland one day. And that was good enough for me to put 93 Cruyff in my team. So there's workarounds. I'm sure R9 always wanted to play for Everton and just never got the opportunity because Everton's such a big club. You had him last season. You did have him last season. And it never ends well when a player comes back to the club they were at. So I think Sunderland deserves him. Is Keane Sunderland pass? Coach-wise, yes. You could get him in that way if you wanted to. Dude, not gonna lie. I feel sorry for the people who support a mediocre Prem team who aren't good enough to ever win anything and aren't bad enough to get relegated, so where they win everything, potentially. There's a beauty in second-tier football when it comes to a transfer window, when it comes to loans, when it comes to playoffs, automatic promotion. When it comes to one season, you just made playoffs. Maybe you went to Wembley because you won your semis. And then you got blown out by whatever Premier League reject came down that season. Then you sell your best two players and then you rebuild. But you have a horrific season. So then you have to kind of build again all over. It's so fun, man. So fun. Like a QPR fan. Yeah, in my opinion, I get more satisfaction out of that than watching random Prem teams. Bristol says rough. But, like, take the idea people have for whatever sports game they play where they want to rebuild a team, and you rebuild that team until it's, like, playing in the best league or they win the best competition. So for football, it'd be probably winning the Premier League, winning Champions League. I'm fine, and so is the family. Nice. But you get that on a lower scale, I feel like, when you're a team in the championship. Also, too, if you're a team with history, it's like the best of both worlds. Sunderland has 40,000 plus fans most weeks at their games. Usually, if it's not full seating, it'll be like 38, 39,000, but still. So it's like a huge fan base dying for them to get back to the Prem. They have a fantastic academy where we just spawn random teenagers that are sensational, play for us, and then we sell them for 10 million plus. We take other people's academy players that never got a chance in the Prem, give them a loan with an option to buy, or we put them on a 3-year with another year to extend, turn them into world-class championship players. It's like beautiful. It's so fun. Issue with SUFC is we're looking like a bunch of League One players, which is fine if you're looking like a bunch of League One players if you're fighting to stay in the Prem. A few good loans this window can help you out, and some players stepping up. Like Plymouth, for example. Plymouth, if they get Mick Beale as their manager, as much as I can't stand the fraud for his time at Sunderland, I think if they get someone like Mick Beale, the few signings they made, I don't think Mick Beale will ruin those players, but they'll get experience where if Plymouth goes down, there's going to be some good buying opportunities. Think of Whitaker, who player that said over and over they almost refuse to sell. If they go down, I don't know how much he's left on his deal in terms of his contract, but there's a good chance whatever team doesn't get promoted to the Prem, whether it's those teams that just came down from the Prem the season before, or if it's like a Sunderland-esque that is starting to build kind of wealth and opportunities in the playoff zone, you're probably getting Whitaker at a decent price. Plymouth, hot take. As a Sunderland fan, I want Plymouth to go down. The main reason I want them to go down is the road trip, man. There's nothing more annoying than having one of the most north teams playing one of the most south teams. That would just be very frustrating to deal with year after year. If they go back down, all power to them, man. Take some of their players, poach them back, and then adios. Oh, you're trying to buy League One players. I mean, there's nothing wrong with buying League One players. It just depends on the League One player you're buying. If you invest in a League One young standout who's under the age of 20 and get him on a 3-4 year deal, and they have potential to get better, fantastic bit of business, especially if they're already bossing League One a little bit. If you're buying a 30-plus-year-old striker who has less hair than me, barely can stand, but scores a few goals in League One as a solution to score goals in the championship, that's when you get screwed. The Louis Berry lad, the Aston Villa guy, right? Who was that loan at what League One outfit was he at? He just got recalled, right? I think Sunderland's after him. As a Bristol City fan, we hate Rovers, Cardiff, and Plymouth. He's got 2 walkouts from the Lib sub-segment. Nice. From Stockport, that was the team. I was blanking on their name. If I would have guessed, I would have got it wildly wrong. Sheffield United are in from. Here's the thing. With a player like him, I don't think Villa's going to look to sell. They just want to continue to see him progress and monitor him to see his situation at the end of the season. If he has an absolute stinker in the championship, and it's somehow clear that he's not at that level, but maybe needs more time, there might be a loan with an option to buy for a lower-end championship team. But I think he'd do fine, especially if you put him in like a Sheffield United outfit. He doesn't even need the ball at his feet much to do well. The existing system's already good enough. He'll excel. The real question becomes, do any teams tempt, because there's going to be a lot of bids in for him, do any teams attempt to put a buy clause in there where it's a loan to option to buy if they offer way more money than the rest? Because I already know, if it comes down to money, Sunderland will not spend more than the Prem teams to get him for his wages for the season. But what might become extremely appealing to Villa is if you're going to gamble on how much he's going to be worth in the future, you put down like, hey, if he hits a certain amount of appearances, a certain amount of goals, we'll give you 15 mil for him with a 15% sell-on clause. You could then have a proper baller on your hands. Can you show me the League One Eredivisie segment quick? How I do it or the what's needed for it? Because I'm not on Paletools to show you how I do it, but I can show you what's needed. It's the 6 from 1 team. Two rares, 68 rating. That's low-key kind of sick. Oh, what am I using? I use every Eredivisie club that's not the gold ones. I buy almost every single team. I just shuffle through the team I use. Yep, no problem. Because we do it in bulk. So that's why. Should I attempt to... No offense, Mumbo, you need to take a break if you can remember it by heart. Okay, hear me out. If you do something like 20 times a day and you can't remember it by heart, I think that's more of a problem than the other way. I don't know if that's a hot take at all. Yeah, dude, these are wildly expensive right now. The funny thing is, you could still buy these for the price. It'd still be worth it. What are, curious. Yeah. Dude, I bet you could get some good flips on the bronzes. If you look for 63s and 64s. Especially. You would absolutely be cooking. Three lib cards in a pack. Get in, mate. Alright, I should start taking my pre-workout soon. What time is it? 5:42? Don't know whether or not I'll be live on Saturday yet. I got some buddies coming over to watch the Arsenal game. I might have a stream later after that, but for sure no stream on Sunday, so just a heads up there. But do you ever wish you had football like us in England where you can go support your local club and it's massive on TV? Yes and no. I do have a local club. They're actually decently popular with their marketing. A lot of the football pages pick up their kits every time they make them because they're pink and they're like a cow design for our city, for the state of Wisconsin. We're known for cows. So you get some pretty sick designs that get like attention. But for me, the disconnect comes to there's culture there, but it's soccer culture in the United States, which is completely different than football culture. You have a lot of, how do I word it? Soccer moms, soccer dad, lesbian couples who like watching the women's national team because they get representation. Ask audience versus in-depth, diehard football supporters who watch the sport at every level. Which gives a completely different atmosphere when you go to the games, but also affects ticket prices too. Like, you can get to those games pretty cheap. It's still the United States, so it's going to be somewhat expensive, but like, I can, if I wait, I can go to games for like $10, $15 if there's packages, and I'll go do that. Like, we went to a few games last year with some friends, and they're a lot of fun. The level of football is probably, so it's two tiers. You have the MLS, you have not a technical right below it because there's not relegation promotion, but you have the championship, and then you have the League One. So we're the third division in the United States. League One games can cost up to 40 quid. Yeah. It's like I said, it's nice. It's not what I want though. It's not the same thing. Like, if I lived in Sunderland, what I would give to, if the Stadium of Light was as far away from me as Breeze Stevens Field is, I would be a season ticket holder. I'd go to every game. I'd know every chant. I'd be so emotionally, physically involved. And I just don't feel like I get that here. Which is tough, but I feel like for American football, though, I feel kind of lucky to get that because I live in Wisconsin, so we have the Green Bay Packers. If you're the Green Bay Packers, it's really cool because every other NFL stadium, for the most part, you're like in a big city, huge buildings around it, ton of stuff to do. You go to Green Bay, you're literally driving through neighborhoods. When we tailgated at one of the houses that we parked our car at, we were flipping burgers in the backyard, doing a barbecue cookout, and beyond their backyard, you can see Lambeau Field just in the middle. Parking lot and everything. Middle of grass, middle of random houses. And it's amazing because it's like all they care about there is American football. It is the culture. It is the thing they do. Everyone comes together for that. Bristol City Stadium is like a 20-minute drive from my house. Nice. The closest stadium to me is about a 10-minute tops drive if it's game day because you'll have a lot of red lights, but I can get there in like 5-8 minutes otherwise. Which when I wasn't working remote at the job I have now, our office actually overlooks the field. So when I was an intern, was the last time I was in that building mainly. I got to watch the team practice because we were like directly looking into the stadium, which was a cool atmosphere. And then I had a buddy who I still work with. He lived in the apartments up above that. So they would just, during games, stand outside and watch the games from their apartment. Do you use import solutions on Paletools? I do not. I don't know much about it, to be honest. I'm not against it or for it or anything. I just do my Paletools SBC stuff through what I put in there. But yeah, that's... You could go a million directions with how to fix it. I feel like ultimately it comes down to sporting culture in the United States is just completely different to other places in the world, specifically the UK, where you're never going to have football be football here. I feel like it's always going to be soccer to a certain extent. You might get better players eventually than we have now. The level of the game will probably continue to grow, but I don't think it will ever be the culture to where it wins the MENA World Cup. Women for sure. I think the women will continue to be good. And there's a million reasons for that. But yeah, there's still a disconnect. But also, I don't know if I would want the exact same thing. I kind of like that you can pull from other countries' culture to see the sports. Like, I don't think, when you think of football in Brazil, you'd want it to be the same in England. No, I think the culture in Brazil is what makes the Brazilian footballers so appealing, right? They're playing futsal from the time they're... When a mom is hearing she's pregnant, they're playing futsal inside the mother. Then the second they come out, they get a pair of boots, and they're playing futsal then for the next 10 years. By the time they play youth academy football or join their clubs, they're already 5-star skillers with a 5-star weak foot, unless they're Anthony, then they have a 1-star weak foot. It's really appealing. Actually, speaking about futsal, not women, because it would be girls. Girls are developing, I feel like, at a much faster rate than boys at a younger age when it comes to techers, because they're pushed to play futsal at such an early age. There's actually quite a few tournaments where you'll have women play, or not women, I keep saying women, girls play against the boys teams and actually beat the boys teams and dominate them. It's right in that age gap around puberty where girls will have the slightest advantage physically in that area. And they just dominate, man. It's beautiful. Girls actually develop a year or so earlier than men before 18. Yeah. through puberty when they're younger. There's that window. But like, one thing that I cannot stand, and I don't know how it is in other countries, but the way men and women's sports get pushed to the United States is so infuriating, because there's genuinely women's sports that are so fun to watch, and I feel like when they constantly have to be compared against the men's ones, it just kills whatever hyper fun is in it. Like, genuinely, I don't think the WNBA has had more eyes on it than it has in the past 2 years. And then all of a sudden, the conversation goes away from the sport, and they try to make it everything else. It's like, yeah, your league will continue to grow as it continues to get more fans. The funding, the wages aren't going to be the same as the NBA, because the WNBA still doesn't make money. But eventually, hopefully, it gets to a point where it does. And in the meantime, they're making leagues on the side. And they're going to be making a crap ton of money from that, which will be nice to see. But like, even in... It was kind of a meme at first with, if you looked in Ultimate Team, when women joined the game, where people were clowning on it and said it was the stupidest idea in the world. But dude, do you know how many people will actually watch the women's games or have favorite women's players now because they're in Ultimate Team? Dude, Rolfo. Remember when Rolfo was the meta? And the year before it was, was it Capdevia? Yeah, Capdevia was like the must-use left back a few years ago. Then woman got added to the game. Dude, Rolfo was like a cult hero, man. They had like 5 left backs were like cult heroes. But then like you'd have live cards, you'd actually watch the games and like find enjoyment out of it. But then what wrecks it is when you try to compare it to men's football. You don't need to compare it to men's football. Just enjoy it for what it is. That's what I can't stand. It's like I can appreciate different parts of the women's game, different parts of the men's game, without having to sit there and be like, okay, we'll have them play against each other, see what happens. I think most of us know what would happen. Doesn't mean you can't enjoy it. But it's like, I feel like the only way people engage with women's sports is a lot of ways when it comes down to that. Same time, women's football in the UK is painful to watch just because of the skill gap. Oh, 100%. Yeah, there is definitely the skill gap, and there's a lot of levels where it's painful. But that's what I said. There's certain sports where you don't notice that pain. Like if you watch NCAA, the college in the United States, if you watch NCAA, I would say basketball's hit and miss. WNBA is definitely where it's at. If you want at least a high level of basketball for women's. The top teams in NCAA basketball probably will have decent amount of talent. Not everyone's cut out for it though. But women's volleyball, extremely competitive, extremely fun. I don't know what happens after college for women's volleyball, to be honest. I know you have like the Olympics and stuff like that you could do. I don't know if there's like a set league or anything. Beach volleyball you have, for sure. Like, that's super entertaining to watch. College soccer, not really my cup of tea for women's. But watching women's professional soccer internationally, I don't watch too much club. But, like, if you watch the United States women's national team tracking the same way you would, like, on a men's team, players, the countries they play for, is fun. But by far, and I will fight everyone to the death, by far the most fascinating women's sport to watch, in my opinion, out of all the things we talked about, I didn't even mention it, track and field. Women's track and field is a beautiful, beautiful thing. My goodness. Oh, dude, the athletics you see there. What's crazy is, like, Like, go back to men's for a second. We don't even have to talk about women's. If you watch men's football and you're watching League One, League Two, you'll have some players that have mastered technical parts of the game to be a professional, where you can count on them to make a pass. You can count on them to be in somewhat the right position, play in a system, understand what's expected of them. But after a certain amount of time, maybe they age, maybe they're coming off an injury, they slow down a little bit. Maybe they have a little bit too much weight on them, and it affects their game. Track and field, outside of like the strength-based ones, if you're strictly just looking at sprints, endurance ones too, it's just like superheroes. You're watching superheroes. It's beautiful. It is so beautiful, man. Like, what my favorite women's event to watch is the is it the 400 hurdles? Americans killing that. 100-meter dash, the sprints are super fun too. The 4-mile one especially. But hurdles, man. Hurdles, the beauty in hurdles, especially women's hurdles, is you just see how good the really good people are versus the good, okay, mediocre from different countries. It gets completely exposed. And the longer it goes, the more it gets exposed. Apologies for completely changing the subject, but from a Sheffield United perspective, I kind of hope we get a Super League. Dude, honestly, there's a bunch of teams that would probably benefit from a Super League financially. And, like, don't get me wrong. I don't think the idea of a Super League is a bad thing. I think the idea of a Super League to replace the existing league system is. If you found a way to get rid of maybe... See, the issue is footballers, especially if they play international football, play so much football in a calendar year as it is. You have a huge risk of injuries, especially when you go during the international break and you're playing consistently for your country. If there was a way to make preseason where you could have preseason be that Super League, but it's treated in a way where financially you go to all these different countries, you sell a crap ton of tickets, you do a crap ton of marketing, but it's still an expedition game. You don't have to go crazy for it. Like, you're not treating it like it's a Champions League. You're not giving up on your own league. It's just an additional thing from a marketing perspective. I think if they find the right balance in that, which they kind of already do to a certain extent, you have teams go to the United States. You'll have like Real Madrid, AC Milan, Bayern, all play at like Lambeau Field. Then you'll have them go to, I don't know what the stadium is, but they do the Rose Bowl there in California where it fits like 120,000. Like, there's things like that where if you market that as the Super League, but it's a preseason thing, I don't think people would be against that. Gap between an average person and a competitive runner is crazy. Yeah, for sure. Dude, yeah. I did track and field for one single year. And that was some of the most fun I've had playing a sport in my life. Because what is your opinion? And is Sheffield United's aim this? Aim for the year? Or what? In general, any Prem team that gets relegated to the championship, the goal should be to get out immediately. Not only is that the goal, it's the expectation. But as every person that's come to the championship knows, that's easier said than done. Especially when you're not automatic promotion and you're fighting for the playoffs. It's a long season. Yeah. Realistically, there's only 2 automatic promotion spots. Leeds' form and depth is a lot more than Sheffield. I realistically think Burnley, with the window they're potentially having, maybe has more of a claim for that second spot. I think Sunderland and Sheffield, if they can continue to hold form, can continue to push. Sunderland, if you look at Sunderland's injured players, Sunderland's injured squad, if you put them on a pitch, and then you took Matt Young, our goalkeeper, out on loan right now at Salford, if you put that team in the championship, I honestly wholeheartedly believe our injured team plus Matt Young is a team mid-table, if not fighting for playoffs in and of itself. Salis Abdul hasn't even played yet. He's a Champions League player. He'll be coming back in the midfield. Chris Riggs coming back in the midfield. Another teenager sensation alongside Joe Bellingham that are both 20 mil plus already in evaluation. I think there's a report that came out that said Transfer Market says Job is 18 mil, but his name alone makes him 20. Yeah, the aim is for sure the Prem. The question is how you do it. If you truly did just get new ownership, the worst thing new ownership can do is just spend all the money you had and you don't go up. I think logically you have to find that right balance of spending, keeping your existing squad. But I would say the most important part is actually not what you do when you're in the championship. It's what you do when you leave the championship. I think the financially hurtful things aren't in the championship. It's when you go to the Prem and you overspend on a few players because you think you're better than everyone else in terms of historically trying to stay back up, when realistically you'll be a team right back down. It should be poaching a lot of the top championship talent, getting depth, getting players that are better than the championship that can survive in the Prem on loan with options to buy, finding good deals here and there, then ultimately seeing how the season plays out. Because if you can build that depth when you come back down, sure, you're going to lose your best players, but you also have a ton of quality championship players ready to go to start the season. The worst thing to do is when you have no depth in the Prem, you have a bunch of people on loan that you don't own, a bunch of people on one-year deals, maybe got them as a free transfer, and all that goes away. You start the championship season with money, but you don't have players or the depth. You struggle those first kind of weeks. You start making signings. They don't gel right away. They don't play right away. You're already a month into the year. If you're not already fighting for the top places, you're in a bad spot. So, yeah, the question should be for Sheffield, ultimately get back to the Prem. But I think if you take your money, you buy smart, you buy young, you buy where you need, get them on longer contracts. If you don't need them next year and you're back in the Prem, sell them for a lot of money. And just keep doing that over and over. Why would you want to go to the Prem? See, that's actually something that I fight too. Part of me would love to see Sunderland back in the Prem. Don't get me wrong. I want it to happen. I think that's the main goal. But if you are Leeds right now, winning week in, week out, first place, automatic promotion spot, Leeds is going to go from winning most games to losing almost every single game and drawing some. Mentally, I don't know how I would handle that, dude. But I think I still go back to what I was saying before. I think the way to counter that is what I said. You build up a quality team when you're in the championship. If you're a Sunderland-like, or this is separate from what I was saying before. I was talking about Prem teams building up a championship quality team. I think when you're in the championship, buying young players that have a lot of potential, already play well in the championship level, continue to develop them so they become better, I think that's the way to do it. Because if Sunderland, let's say Sunderland got promoted, this is the position Sunderland's in. You get the Prem money, you have rising stars, Chris Rigg, Joe Bellingham is the top two that most people know. I'm not going to get into the depths of other players to mention there. But that alone, you get a lot of money. If you sell those two, you're going to get a crap ton more money. You have the aesthetic of a large stadium, history in the Prem and the top division of England, history winning the league, history of all these different things that attracts eyes, huge fan base, social media presence, a lot of things that would get people to want to come in and buy in kind of to the program. Yeah, it's mental torture for the year, but it's only mental torture for the year if you have a plan. If you don't have a plan, that's where it's a problem. My question is, if you're a quality championship manager, and this is for everyone, if anyone else is wanting to discuss this in chat, you can. If you're a quality championship manager and you have a really good championship team and you get promoted to the Prem, I feel like there should be very little pressure for most. I'm saying most. I'm not saying some, because there's exceptions, for sure. I think there should be the grace for most championship managers to not get sacked if they get relegated from the Prem or they start off poorly. If there's tactical things that they're doing that's completely wrecking the game that you can make a case for, I'm all for it. But the idea of a championship quality team losing games when they get to the Prem should be the expected. I think what a lot of people do is change their mindset of, oh no, we truly deserve to be here. Results don't come in. Very reactionary. They get rid of their manager. You try to then buy one of those managers that has a history of saving teams and keeping them up. You go back to a different system that your players no longer fit. So now you have to get brand new players or try to force these into a system that they don't already like. You're going to probably sit back a lot. You're not going to be playing attacking football. You're not going to counter much either. So you're just going to have the cities just kind of constantly have possession all game. Have a few shots or a lot of shots. One or two eventually go in and you lose week in, week out. And then you have nothing you're building on. I would almost rather every single team that gets relegated throughout the season just play as attacking as you can and try to have moments of brilliant football. Like, actually try. Like, it's Ipswich I haven't watched too much. It seems like they've done that a bit. It seems like Ipswich tries to build up. They have some sort of form. But then ultimately they're just outclassed. Like, you should be in a position of you're not trying to hold on. The expectation is you're going down. Go for it. I don't know. Ultimately, goal differential, you're going to get blasted on goal differential. I don't think it's very rare you're going to have a team relegated from the Prem that's close to even on goal differential. You're probably going to be negative 15 to negative 30. Yeah, no, it's tough, man. It's tough. All right, the menus are lagging for me. I'm going to wrap it up here. I got to take my pre-workout and go work out. But last thing I'll say on this, because I love having football talks with you guys. What's interesting is not if United gets relegated. Obviously, with how poor they're doing, they're not in a good position. But we're talking about championship teams with Prem money right now. Imagine if you had a huge Premier League team eventually come down. How crazy that would be. Much rather Sheffield United get 15 points playing exciting football than 10 men behind the ball. Yeah, it just kills everything. Jack Clark is a prime example. Jack Clark, when he gets game time for Ipswich, does not get to play Jack Clark football. He gets to play Ipswich system football where he's defending most of the time. And by the time he gets to the ball, he's in the middle of the pitch rather than out wide. Jack Clark, the reason Ipswich signed him, whether it was against Ipswich or whether it was against other teams in the championship, week in, week out, Jack Clark took on the dribble, beat him to the end line, whipped it across or got a pen out of it, or cut back in to the middle, whipped a shot across the box and scored. You could watch Jack Clark highlights, and that's literally all he would have to do. Just get the ball, take on the right back, dribble, beat him end line, whip it across. Attempt to beat him end line, cut back, whip it across. Or whipping a shot too. That would have helped so much, can't lie. Yeah. Alright. Love you guys. Take it easy. Don't know if I'll see you Saturday or not. If not, I'll see you Monday, but I'll let you guys know if I'm streaming.